since the inception of commercial transactions, starting with the earliest exchanges conducted between individuals. This is several thousand years prior to the birth of Jesus Christ, before his time on earth. Throughout this period, plus 2,000 years after the birth of Jesus Christ, the most significant changes are happening now in business. What are these modifications? This modification is known as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, huh? I really need to comprehend it better and see how it can assist me in a wide range of tasks. The GPT-4 chat is an extremely early and remarkably primitive embryo, yet it is undoubtedly the embryo of each person's future digital twin, holding immense potential for advancement and transformation in the field of artificial intelligence and human-computer interaction. The impact of AI is not limited to business, but extends to revolutionizing business operations and enhancing efficiency across diverse industries and sectors. So the most significant change of artificial intelligence is not that it will be implemented in businesses, but that it will be implemented among buyers, among consumers, each of whom will receive their personal artificial intelligence. What is personal artificial intelligence? Personal artificial intelligence is a robot that knows you better, much better than you know yourself. He is aware of all your preferences, both hidden and explicit. He is aware of all your habits. He is knowledgeable about your financial, economic, and spatial capabilities. He is aware of your limitations. He is aware of your friends. He most likely knows your dreams. He possesses knowledge of everything about you. And he possesses comprehensive knowledge about every single product and service that exists on the entire planet. If you inquire with him to locate it on your behalf, well, upon our arrival at this studio, we observed the activity of surfing, a surfboard, or how it will be referred to, a board, a surfboard in the Russian language, correct? Suddenly you make a decision, you as a person, oh, I'm interested in surfing, I want to buy a surfboard. And inquire your assistant to provide recommendations on which surfboard would be the most suitable for me to use. Once you inquire about the surfboard that is suitable for you, a single second elapses. In this very second, he will manage to read every single book, every single magazine, every single story, every single technology journal, every single innovation, every single startup about surfboards, and every single piece of information related to surfboards. He possesses vast knowledge in numerous sciences and disciplines from all languages across the planet. His understanding of surfing is unparalleled, surpassing that of the coolest human surfing expert on the planet by 1,000 times. And let's assume at this moment the market for surfboards, I'm just hypothetically speaking, the market for surfboards is primarily controlled by 3 major companies, and then there are all the small players. But 3 giants. And these 3 giants ensure market leadership for themselves by what means? They purchase a significant amount of advertising. They possess substantial production volumes. They acquire shelf space in stores where surfing equipment is sold. They have partnerships with those who make clothing, who provide coaching, training, education. They sponsor different surfing festivals. They are widely recognized brands. However, due to the fact that these 3 giants produce for everyone, they end up producing for no one at all. Your AI, your assistant informs you, Andre, you of small stature, here you have 50 distinctions from the standard surfer. You require exactly this surfboard produced by a minuscule Swiss company, not to cater to all the amateurs out there, but to meet your specific needs as an experienced surfer. They produce only 900,000 units per year, while giants produce hundreds of thousands per year. However, you specifically require the surfboard from this small Swiss company. You inquire why, and he begins enumerating the materials, price, and delivery options for you. The adaptability of this surfboard to you, the ability to add accessories. In other words, it already has everything sewn on. In terms of finances, your personal preferences, your limitations, and even the color that your girlfriend prefers. From the commencement to the conclusion, in the twinkle of an eye, in the blink of a second. And undoubtedly you will acquire the surfboard that he suggests. What exactly happens in the subsequent events? There is a very significant issue for the giants. Because the giants have sold a large number of surfboards, as they acquired the market, they also acquired the informational space of the market. They constantly bombard with advertising and sponsorship. With their immense size, they have either completely destroyed or effectively maintained everyone else on a much smaller scale, leaving little room for competition to thrive. And now their advertising doesn't work. Because they can advertise from morning till night, they can take over the entire Russian first channel. So you imagine you turn on the TV in Moscow in the morning, and there will be no Putin, no Shoigu, no Kremlin, no China, no Japan, no railroad, nothing. Just this company's surfboard from morning till night. Even if they buy the entire first channel, 24/7, your robot doesn't listen to this. His sole interest lies in one thing. His life mission is to provide you, Andrei Smirnov, with the absolute best and most suitable surfboard that can possibly exist on this planet, ensuring an unmatched surfing experience for you. That is the task assigned to him. This will ultimately lead to the extinction and downfall of large companies in every industry across the board. And they will perish rather rapidly, because they are sizable, due to the fact that they generate substantial quantities of the identical. Either they are large because they have found how to make money. They make money by selling a product of not very high quality, but at a very high price. And the robot is exclusively interested in, he is a tailor who meticulously looks for measurements right down to the nanometer, always on target with precision and accuracy. Every product you buy should be spot on. And since Andrei Smirnov differs by these 50 indicators from every other Russian man, not to mention foreigners, yes, an individual solution is needed. Therefore, the likelihood that what the large players produce will be suitable for you is very low in comparison to the tiny ones. However, somewhere in the world among small producers, there is a product that will be suitable for you. Now we take this example and we can apply it to all products and services that you purchase. Automobile, oral hygiene products, contraceptives, trousers, socks, residence, furnishings, financial services, education, healthcare, pharmacy. Perpetual. That is the ultimate downfall of major enterprises and corporations in the business world. In principle, large corporations will not survive. Who will be able to survive and even thrives? The businesses that invest all their energy in creating the highest possible quality products or services will not only survive, but also thrive, flourish, and achieve long-term success. They are able to do this because 30% or 20% of the turnover they spent on advertising, on PR, all of this, they can now invest in a cool product. They don't try to make a product for everyone. They have their own audience. Small, maybe medium, but definitely not large. The average audience. And for them, all products are manufactured with the precision of a watchmaker from Switzerland. Absolutely everything. That is the downfall of major corporations and the ascent of a passionate, entrepreneurial spirit that motivates actions not only for monetary gain, but also out of love and genuine enthusiasm for what they do. This shift signifies the end of an era for big business and the beginning of a new era driven by passion and purpose. What leads me to the second consequence for business. I am acquainted with two different types of entrepreneurs in the business world. Type A and Type B. Type A, how do they operate? Similar to entrepreneurs, I have a meeting scheduled with him. I say, well, hi to Vasya over there. How are you? What are you up to? He says, I am presently engaged in the activity of trading chewing gum from Japan, commonly known as Japanese chewing gum. Japanese chewing gum. I must say it is excellent. How is your business going? He responds, it is great. We meet up with him a year later. It's been a year, haven't seen each other. I say, hey Vas, how's it going? What are you up to? Oh, remember, he said, I was really into that Japanese gum. It was fascinating to me. And then they ceased purchasing something, so I changed. Now I engage in trading 19th century furniture. I say, why did you make the switch to furniture from the 19th century? Oh, he says, because there is a lot of money to be made in it. So entrepreneur of type A, who doesn't care about what to do or how it may impact their business. His primary concern is for you to bring the money. However, does he have a backup plan in case things don't go as expected? It is not Vasya, but I do not know, Misha. I am saying, Misha, hey, how are you? What's going on with you? What is your occupation? He responds, I am involved in the production of dental shots designed for people who wear dentures. My job is to ensure the manufacturing and availability of high-quality dental injections that cater to the unique dental care needs of individuals with dentures. Precisely for them. I inquire, why did you opt for this particular item? He responds, well, my father lost it in the war, he lost his hands during the conflict, and it holds immense sentimental value for our family. And I recall as kids we aided him in getting dressed there and so on and so on and so on. I now realize that the war is still ongoing. And I saw that there is a need for a product that will help people who have lost or were born without arms or lost their hands or legs experience a marvelous and fulfilling life without relying on any external assistance or support. I talk, you make. He says, not millions, obviously, but I make. I've been doing this for 10 years and will keep doing it for another 10, 20 years. I say, why? Because I have an immense love for it. That is, entrepreneurs pursue their endeavors because they have an unwavering passion for what they do. And they do what they love. That's where the future lies. Azotype, that is, the boy type. Type Battle is a business person operating in the era that follows the development of artificial intelligence. Individuals who are devoted and committed to their calling, like a priest who is dedicated to serving the church and faithfully serving God with unwavering dedication and passion. And type A, which, well, today it's gum, tomorrow it's furniture, is a form of buy-sell activity. Well, he simply observes where it is inexpensive to produce and where it is costly to sell. I have no objections to it, but artificial intelligence will have the ability to calculate the affordability and expensiveness of things billions of times faster than any type A entrepreneur can, which makes it an incredibly powerful tool. You understand? I mean, buy, sell, it's over for it. Well, more accurately, it's not over, but it will be fully automated. And any task that can be called routine, a task that follows a set pattern or procedure, will be automated, done automatically without human intervention. Let me explain. If we take, for instance, a typical business is a collection of business processes. So, at the input, there is procurement. They purchase raw materials, people, ingredients. Then there is some kind of factory. Yes, they take this raw material and make some soup, some dish out of it. And then at the end of the pipe, these pies or soups come out. They are checked for quality. They meet the original technical specifications. And then marketing and sales take over, starting to implement them. Instagram is present and blah, 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 blah. That is the entirety of it. All of these processes rely on specific numbers, values at the input, a particular comprehensible process, not a black box, but a process, similar to how you would prepare, I do not know, how to make soup. Yes, you take carrots and water and onions and heat them on gas burners, yes, and make soup. Any process with clear inputs, a clear transformation process, an expected outcome in terms of quality and compliance with technical knowledge at the output, and implementing sale, distribution, etc. All of these tasks, every single one of them, can be automated. Each and every one without exception. And interestingly, the sole business task that is incapable of being automated is none other than that very same love. Love cannot be automated because it is not subject to an algorithmic process that can be replicated by a computer program. It is not possible to automate. And due to this inability to automate, it signifies that in order for business A to compete with business B, and for business B to compete with business C, there is a necessity for a person at the helm of each business who possesses a genuine passion for what they do in their respective roles. A person who has passion, a person who has dreams, All those things that computers do not have. That offers guidance to the business in a particular direction based on its strong belief and conviction in that chosen path. He holds the belief, for instance, that the production of toothbrushes tailored for individuals without hands, with special adaptations, is a task that is truly worthy of undertaking and merits significant attention and consideration. And simply making money for the sake of money. Firstly, it's not a very noble goal, but that's not the main thing. The primary thing is that computers can perform tasks much faster than you. Now let's discuss business models. How does it work today? I mean, you're looking for a surfboard. Let's go to the surfboard. If you're searching for a surfboard, you can visit Yandex or Google and simply state, I would like to purchase a surfboard. He demonstrates to you not the surfboard you require, he demonstrates to you the surfboard from the organization that compensated him monetarily in exchange for your visual perception. So utilizing Google and Yandex is purportedly free of charge. However, it is solely free on the surface level. In reality, you are actually paying an extremely high price. An extremely high price. You are paying the price for the extreme unsuitability of the products and services for you, which is provided by either a search engine, advertising, or by something that requires payment or a fee. They are all identical. That is to say, the business model of all these so-called platforms is exactly the same. To put it in different terms, generating revenue by leveraging your eyes as a commodity for advertisers. It's clear that advertisers promote not in your best interests for you to buy the perfect product, but in their own interests to sell as much as possible, as expensive as possible, as quickly as possible. Their time is up. Well, maybe they will last, of course, a bit longer, that is, until the end of the 25th year, but their time is already over. So, I can inform your viewers, I am currently observing you. If you are an entrepreneur type A, you must promptly take a seat and contemplate on how to remain competitive. When an entrepreneur exists not for profit, but for the purpose of developing extraordinary products and services that will greatly enhance the lives of the entire audience and have a significant impact on their well-being and overall satisfaction with the offerings provided, thus making a positive and lasting difference in the world. And who is the target audience? And do you, dear entrepreneur, have love for something, a passion strong enough to turn it into a business, if there is no love? How are you planning to compete? Are you planning to compete using your skills as a merchant? Yes, they spit on you. That is, they spit on your abilities as a merchant. Yes, they spit on the abilities as a merchant of Steve Jobs. This is absolutely nothing, not even when compared to a basic computer system of any kind. And moreover, we're discussing advanced computers. So, just for you, esteemed entrepreneurs, what will you be competing with? Promotion, price cuts? It will not be effective. It's not going to yield the desired results. And I would like to mention, businesses will also have their own assistants, and they will participate in negotiations with consumer assistants.